What's up, fellow musicians out there? I just want to talk about the business of music and what it's turned into these days. You know, I work hard for all the money I make, and I love what I do. I'm very grateful to be a musician, but it really grinds my gears, as Peter would say on Family Guy, when somebody takes my kindness for a weakness. You know, I'm not like anybody else. I'm not unlike anybody else. When, you know, you pay for a service and you pay all that money up front, and then you just sit and wait, and you sit and wait. It's happened to me several times. And this one particular recent situation I had was with a company that claimed they were effing affordable as their slogan, which is really tacky. And then they claimed that they would be able to get me Spotify playlisting if I gave them $500. Substantial Spotify playlisting. So I fell for it. I gave them the $500. And then I was releasing a single and a video, and I was like, okay, so what else can this guy get me? And he offered a couple other services. I ended up having to pay these services on top of, like, these services weren't free. He wasn't just giving me these services. He was basically like introducing me to other services that I had to pay them for. So he's probably making a kickback on that. That's cool. No problem with that. But I never got a receipt for the full over $2,000 that I spent on this guy. I actually paid him a $200 tip on top of the $350 that I paid him to manage the submission. And the submission didn't get managed correctly and thoroughly. I had to go back and hire somebody else to pick up where he left off, because he was too busy out there promoting another product of his, and too busy blowing himself up because he has his own music that he's trying to promote. And honestly, I'm not a fan of his music. I don't think he's a great guitarist or a great singer, but I figured, if this guy can pump himself up to this level, he must be doing something right. So I did. I bought it. I paid over $2,000 worth of services, and it was just a big letdown. The YouTube service, $850, and I ended up getting overnight a bunch of new views, which I don't know where they came from. It definitely didn't come from an ad campaign, because when I asked the guy to show me the ads, he ghosted me. When I went to go ask this person that runs this company, where are these views coming from? Why is this happening? I had a couple of questions. He got rude. He's like, I already told you that. And then just turned into this different person altogether. Just I don't know. It's hard to explain, but a switch got flipped, and he already had my money. He didn't need to be held accountable for anything, and he started taking personal shots at my character, and then started talking down to me like I was stupid, and he's like, I'm not your manager, and I'm not your radio guy. And I was like, whoa, dude, I paid you to manage a submission, and it wasn't all bad. He did a couple of things that were cool. I was really sold on his personality as a very charismatic guy. But it turns out that these services are all fake. If you are trying to get an audience, I found out the hard way. The only way to get an audience is to have personal relations. Like, you got to go out there and you got to do the work. There's no shortcut. There's no way that you can pay to get legitimate followers. This particular artist was super famous in Charleston. He went to Nashville and played that game, and then now he's out in LA, and he's hustling and whatever it is, snorting whatever, because he had a nose problem when I was talking to him on the phone a couple times. So draw your own conclusions from that. But I can tell you this much, that most of the people in Los Angeles and in Hollywood are capitalizing on naive people, naive artists that want to get ahead. And we're just prime. We're prime for the picking, man. We have these dreams and these hopes of being successful musicians, and the reality is you can't buy your way up the ladder. There's a couple of situations where you probably can, or you can change sexual favors or whatever that's being exposed now in Hollywood. But it's a dirty business. This music business is so dirty, and I'm so turned off by it. I'm not even interested in it anymore. Like, I just want to get out of it. With the exception of a couple of clients that I have that I love dealing with, I'm very lucky in this world to be able to play music, and the whole shift happened for me after dealing with this one individual. I'm not going to say his name, but I can tell you that I'm not the only person that he's, ticked off or belittled, like treated below him. Other people left reviews on his page, negative reviews that were not me, and he ended up accusing me of the negative reviews, and there were other reviews on there that had been there for months. And it's just crazy how this guy has like done everything in his power to try to like protect himself from the truth and like cover it up. I mean, it's obvious, you know, he's well protected, and he's already 3 steps ahead of the game. Like he's got an answer for everything. And you just gotta look out for people like that, you know, especially the charismatic guys that are out there, and you know, they look like they're doing things, they're shucking and jiving, and you know, they got this endorsement and they've got this product, and they're really quick with their pitch, and they've got it all down. You know, it rolls right off their tongue, all of this lingo, and that's pretty impressive. But you know, it's a lie. This whole business is a lie. Hollywood is a lie. You know, being famous and rich is a lie. If you were Justin Bieber, you'd fucking hate it. You know, you'd have to get up at 4:30 in the morning and go to a radio station, you know, and do what your manager says. You know, that the whole luster of being rich and famous is just, it's blown out of proportion and not attractive at all. You know, I was just trying to get my music out there heard. I really believe in my music. I believe in the message. It's from the heart, you know, and it's nice to have local fans and local supporters because they know me, and we have a relationship. Like, you know, I go to a show, like they're back to see me, and you know, it's a really beautiful thing. It's organic, truly organic, and you just can't get around that. There's no other way for you to substitute that. It's about interaction with real people and building real relationships with brothers and sisters, and I'm grateful to have that on whatever level. You know, the reality is that, you know, you go to this gentleman's, I wouldn't say gentleman, you go to this dude's, I think he's a poser. You go to this poser's website, and he's got millions of playlisting views, and he's got like, I don't know, a bunch of YouTube views, but no subscribers. And it's so fake, man. And I wish I would have seen through it the whole time. But now he's actually threatening me with a lawsuit, saying that he's going to sue me for somebody else's reviews. And he wants to offer me more of his fraudulent services in return for me taking my review down. So my First Amendment right and talking about my miserable experience with this guy, he wants to buy me off of it. He wants me to go take my review down, and he wants to give me more of his fraudulent services in exchange. Otherwise, he's threatening a lawsuit against me. It's really twisted. It's really stupid. And I can't believe I'm in the middle of this right now. And I just wanted to put this out there. You know, if you're in the music business and you're an artist and you've got some music that you want to release, you know, don't go buying playlisting services. You know, it's not going to help you out. You know, if anybody says I can give you this many views or this many fans or this many followers, or I can manage this, like this guy asked me to give him my IG, my Instagram login information, for Christ's sake. So it was already fishy out the gate. I asked him about that. Anyway, he was like, I already told you. And he's like, you know, he was putting my video out, and I didn't have, they put the wrong information out on my video. So I was like, how do I correct this? He's like, you can't correct it. He's like, I got to talk to this guy. I was like, you never told me I wouldn't have access to correct my own information on my video. He's like, yeah, I already told you that. And it was just a big nightmare, but I'm rambling now. Hey, if you got music, put it out there. The people that will hear it and resonate with it, you know, they'll find it. And any of those views or those likes, they're going to be robots. They're going to be artificial intelligence. They're not going to be real people. So, you know, build from the ground up. Build in your hometown. You know, get some followers. Go to your Facebook Live. You know, put up a show. This is a really good time for that. Like, lots of stuff. Lots of people are coming out of the woodwork right now. It's a good time to be alive. It's a good time to be a musician. You know, a lot of great things are happening right now. It may not seem like it, but they really are. And it just feels good to be able to freely express this, because it's been stressing me out for months since I got into this ordeal. And, you know, just the way he treated me, talked to me, and then, you know, it was gross. Just completely gross. If you want more information, give me a PM. I'll give you more information on it. You know, if this is unsolicited advice, then cool, whatever. Have fun out there. You know, go blow your money on fake likes and supporting this guy, this scam artist. Good luck. Later.